From Cheaters surveillance cameras, you are about to view actual, true stories filmed live, documenting the pain of a spouse or lover caused by infidelity. This program is dedicated to the faithful and presented to the false-hearted to encourage their renewal of temperance and virtue. Coming up on this episode of Cheaters.
And then he gets down on one knee. And
You guys playing with me?
Hey.
This is a damn joke?
we know where they're at right now. They're at your bar.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hi, who the are you, is what I'd like to know.
Real reality television is brought to you by Cheaters Detective Agency's Private Eyes on Cheaters.
Welcome to another heart-pounding, relationship-crushing episode of Cheaters. Our first visits Lizet O'Reilly, an Army reservist who comes to Cheaters with hurt feelings and suspicions about her boyfriend's recent actions.
So I met Nick about 4 months ago. I book live music. We met at a networking event. And I'm in the reserves in the Army. I was active duty for 4 years. Now I'm in the reserves, so I travel a bit, but when I'm home, I book live music at several different venues. Nick's very handsome. He kind of looks like Elvis. He's actually an Elvis impersonator, but he also sings music. It's just that voice, that sound, that confidence. And he also does marketing, so he just sings on the side. But he's very compassionate, and he seems to have a good head on his shoulders. I do see a future with Nick, but lately I've had to leave for some assignments. I'm an equal opportunity officer in the Army, so sometimes I have to go away for training. And lately he's been working late. Even if I'm home, he'll have to work late when he knows I'm leaving for a week. And it's just kind of like, if you knew I was gonna leave, why aren't you just gonna be there? Why can't you just make time for that? And when I'm gone all next week, why don't you just make your appointments for then? I get the whole business side of it and working, but really make time for those that you actually care about.
Nick, age 35, a marketing consultant suspected of implementing a strategy of divide and conquer in his relationship. Briefed on the particulars of the case, Cheaters deploys a team of investigators outside of the suspect's place of employment. Sometime during the day of surveillance, the suspect, known only as Nick, steps outside for what looks like a quick smoke. However, undercover agents have to move quickly as the suspect hops into his vehicle and leaves. Cheaters personnel tail the man to a nearby sports bar and grill. Suspect Nick sits alone and has a beer before he is joined by Lizet. He greets her with a familiar hug and entices her to sit at the table.
You know, when I used to come home, it would be 2 or 3 days, we'd just be, arm in arm. And now it's just kind of, he gets up and he goes, and then he's still making those appointments, and just maybe not the same amount of sex or affection. It's just, I come home and I'm more excited to see him than he is to see me, and I'm the one that's actually gone. And I miss him. Yeah, I actually received a Facebook invite from a friend of a friend. I don't think I was supposed to see it. It's for a birthday party, and it's actually when I'm out of town. And I have some friends that are going, and Nick's going, and then this girl's going, and it's actually her birthday party. And there's actually a picture when I went and looked on her Facebook and kind of looked at her photos, a picture of her and Nick from a couple weeks ago. And this is gonna, if he's doing something, if this is what's going on, I'm really not gonna put up with it. If I catch this, and he hasn't mentioned anything about this, I don't think I was supposed to see it.
During their lunch date, Lizet leaves the table for a quick trip to the ladies' room. During her absence, Nick appeals to his narcissistic side by snapping a few selfies of himself. When he notices Lizet returning, Nick quickly puts his phone down. Sometime later, the suspect and Lizet leave the bar and go their separate ways for the evening.
I've avoided relationships in the past, one, because I've been cheated on before. There was one guy that was married and didn't tell me he was married, and I dated him for a full month. And people just lie. And I went into this relationship telling Nick that I didn't trust people. And he assured me, he promised me that he wasn't gonna lie, that he was gonna be honest, that he would be faithful, that he was ready for that. And that's the only reason that I did this for the last 4 months, almost 5 months. And I'm gonna be super pissed if he's wasted my damn time. Is it that hard to be honest with people? Like, just don't lie. If you don't wanna be with somebody, then don't be with somebody. If you're not man enough to be in a relationship, then don't be in one. And he won't be able to say anything if I get there. Like, I'm probably gonna choke his ass out. I'm just not putting up with it anymore.
Cheaters operators keep close watch on the suspect's place of employment. Around lunchtime, Nick exits the building. Private eyes tail the suspect back to the same sports bar he visited in previous surveillance. While in the bar, the suspect spends a fair amount of time working on his phone. A previously unknown female, now identified as Stella, joins Nick at the table. After his call terminates, the alleged philanderer greets Stella with a kiss. They spend the afternoon drinking and enjoying each other's company. Sometime later, the suspect and his consort walk to his parked car, where they engage in flirtatious behavior. Nick kisses Stella, gives her his unfinished cigarette, and lovingly slaps her behind. She returns his love pat, waves one final time, and walks off. Nick returns home with a discouraged Lizet none the wiser. Cheaters truth seekers, spotting a pattern, keep up the stakeout at Nick's place of employment. After a long day, the suspect finally leaves work for the day. The cheaters unit tails the unsuspecting Nick back to his favorite watering hole. The suspect meets a client, discusses a few things with the man, and, with a flourish, hands him a wad of money, sending him on his way. Sometime later, the suspect absconds from the table and moves to the bar, where companion Stella meets him and greets him in a too familiar manner. The pair of alleged adulterers play around at the sports bar. After some horseplay, the pair leaves the restaurant. Outside, Cheaters catches up with them while they do canoodling in the soft evening light. At some point, suspect Nick drops to his knees. He proposes to the young maiden, obviously making his consort extremely jubilant. Nick carries his prize back to her vehicle. They spend a few moments saying farewell. Nick eventually gets into his vehicle and drives home, blissfully unaware as Cheaters, deciding there is enough evidence of deception, preps a package for a downtrodden Lizet. Coming up, the confrontation.
Now that Lizet's anxieties passed the accuracy test, Cheaters contacts her for a meeting. Fearful of seeing the truth, Lizet decides in a warrior's fashion to face the truth come hell or high water. First thing I'd like to say, Lizet, is I know that it was kind of a little bit to get you here. We did pick you up, and I also want to say thank you for your service for our country.
Well, my pleasure.
As you know, we have conducted our investigation, and we have come up with some stuff. My question for you is, are you prepared to see what we've come up with, Lizet?
Better be an upgrade, but I'm prepared for it.
Fair enough. On this day of our investigation, our detectives are waiting outside Nick's work. As our detectives follow Nick, he arrives at a bar. He walks into the bar, and during this time, he receives a phone call. Lizet, what you're about to hear is audio from this phone call, and this is actually a conversation between you and Nick. Tell me if you remember this conversation.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey, babe, what's going on?
Hey, baby, what's going on?
I wanted to see if you wanted to hang out.
I just got out of the office. I'm about to meet up with 2 clients.
So I can't see you tonight.
No, I mean, I'll be here late. Like, they just walked in, so I gotta take care of them, and then I'll text you throughout the night.
Okay, but you're gonna have to make it up to me. All right, well, text me later, okay?
Cool. I'll talk to you later.
Is this one of his clients? Is this...
I wouldn't think so.
After finishing their drinks, they walk outside, and that's when we see him wipe an eyelash from her face. I'll stop it right there. Listen, I know this is hard to watch.
You know, it's a little hard to watch, but it pisses me off a little bit more than that.
Listen, I completely understand. All I want to do is get you what you came here for, and that's truth and a resolution.
Well, that's what I'm looking for, because I told him when I started dating him that I wasn't going to waste my time.
All right, well, moving forward with our investigation, we see Nick walk out of his work. He gets into his vehicle. He drives away. He arrives at the bar from the previous day of our investigation, and he walks inside. The same woman from the previous days of surveillance walks in. They greet with a very long kiss. She sits down. Nick grabs his beer, takes a sip, motions for some more drinks. And that's when we see him reach up and start groping her breasts. And she actually enjoys it.
Serious?
I'm absolutely serious. And then he gets down on one knee and...
You guys playing with me?
Hey.
Is this a damn joke? Is that what you're doing?
Lizet.
Let's do that.
Lizet, it's
yeah,
not...
let's play a game,
Lizet,
right?
Lizet, I promise you, we're not playing with
What
you.
the man?
We know where they're at right now.
Great.
They're at your bar.
Oh, great. My place of business.
We get on the road right now. We can confront them. Are you ready?
Let's go. Game on.
Right this way.
Over me. Oh, I'm sorry. Hi, who the are you? Is what I'd like to know.
Back up.
Oh, you need me to back up?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You need me to back up?
No, we're not doing this. No, this is my fiance. Who are you?
Really?
Really?
You want to with me like that?
Yo.
You know I've been his girlfriend for 4 months?
I am almost his wife. Who the hell are you?
Oh, almost his wife?
Back
I'm
up.
sorry. He f***ed me last week on Friday. Oh, bad. I'm so sorry.
No.
Serious right now?
Don't play. Don't
Really?
play. Don't
Yeah,
play.
you're gonna be
Don't
like
play.
that?
Don't play.
All right,
Don't
well,
play.
let's hear the mother story then.
Don't play.
Let's go.
Don't
Let's
play.
go.
Don't
Oh,
play.
what are you, his
you guys been
bodyguard?
together
I'm
for?
gonna be.
Oh, you're gonna be his bodyguard, huh? Like I throw you on the
7 years.
27 years?
27 years, my
Tell you he was dating this girl for 4 months?
God.
I ain't dating nobody.
You sure
Nope.
about that?
piece of. Sorry, I thought we were
What's your
dating
name?
for the last
With
4.
Stella.
Stella, can I show you something really quick?
Coming up, the conclusion.
We know where they're at right now. They're at your bar.
Oh, I'm sorry. Who the are you?
I ain't dating nobody.
You sure about that?
You need to explain.
Yo, I met her in a music video.
You get to meet. You her.
Do you remember this phone call?
Pictures?
Yep. When he sent you the selfie, I was in the damn bathroom.
That's real cute.
All right. But you're gonna have to make it up to me. I miss you.
Yeah, that's what he was doing.
Yeah, but look who's got the ring. Yeah.
You know what, to be honest
so
with
you're
you?
saying
Yeah,
that she's got
because-
the
Mine now?
Talking.
Hey, no. This
Yes,
is
that
mine
is
now.
yours.
What?
We
Then
were
you want my-
talking. We were talking.
No.
We
Stop,
were
stop.
talking. You
Stop.
gonna take it like
Do
you
you
got
want your
something?
balls or not?
I
Okay,
will
yeah.
take his balls if anyone's gonna take them.
Oh, really?
This is mine
Sammy,
now.
I don't
You
really
and I
need to
are
take files.
done.
No, we're not.
So, Nick, what
No,
exactly
you were
happened,
the one
man?
who was like,
I just want to know your side of the story.
I've known her for 27 years.
27
We
years.
grew up
We were
two
doing
blocks away from each other.
Bad
We've been
marriages,
dating
you
for the
do
last
this to
year
me.
and a half.
After everything you and I have been through,
Come
after
on.
everything we've been through in our separate marriages, stop.
Stop.
After everything we've been through in our separate marriages.
Dude,
I mean,
your
did you
hands
think it was
off
a
me,
little
man.
strange still? He
What are
proposed
you
to you
separate marriages?
outside
Oh, wait,
of the bar?
because I'm such a stalker and you're a little scared, right? Oh, are you a little scared that I might choke you out and throw you to the mother ground? Are you scared
Choke
of
me
that?
out.
Oh, now you got a damn bodyguard, right?
I just want to know what
Go
happened,
ahead,
dude.
kick his ass.
Why? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
What's next for you? I mean, you had a ring on your finger when we walked in here. Now it's off of your hand. I just want to hear your side of the story. You know,
I need a minute.
Okay, that's fine. I'll give you a minute. That's completely fine. Nick, the only reason why we're here is just to figure out what happened, man. Like,
Try telling you what happened. We had our own issues. She comes along. We talk at a business meeting. We hang out. We had sex, and that was it.
I'm ready to go.
you ready to go?
Yep, I'm over it.
All right.
Yeah. I hope you make a wise decision, and I hope you don't stay with this ass.
Wise decision by being normal to the next person.
I've made my wise
Really?
decision. I'm not leaving with you. No, you know what? I have a way. No, the answer is no.
Don't buy
No, I don't care about buying. There's proof. There's proof. What the do you say buying?
So
There's
you're
an
gonna
entire
let
crew here.
Superman walk in here and tell you this and tell you that and believe everything they say?
I don't believe you. I'm not gonna believe
All right.
you.
You know what? Here then.
He had to, like, say about me to make me feel bad. Like I wasn't the one that did anything.
She's projecting a guilt.
Oh, if it wasn't for crazy bitches, yeah, go f yourself.
Do you need a ride home? Because your ride just left.
Yep. I know. I've got something.
This man you spent 27 years with, and I know that's a long time. I don't want to just leave you here crying by yourself. 27 years, it's like...
We've known each other for 27 years. He walked me to kindergarten every day. He was my first kiss. We went off our separate ways in our own marriages, bad ones, and came back together. I just don't understand how I had no idea.
Could you forgive him after all this?
Hell no.
I watched you when he got on one knee and proposed to you. I saw the look on your face. I saw the joy. I saw the happiness. I mean, I saw a life start right there.
Well, it just ended in however long this is taken to film, so.
And I just want to say thank you for even talking to us, because you didn't have to and you chose to. I really appreciate that, and I wish you the best. You sure you don't need a ride?
No, I'm good.
All right, let's go, guys. Thank you. The resulting discordance of the confrontation leaves Lizet forced to make a harsh decision. Later, Cheaters divulges Lizet's actions concerning her relationship. But first, John, a former suspect in a previous case, comes forward to clarify the lengths he has gone in order to repair his relationship with his wife, Tiffany.
You know, seeing her rush in, just the look on her face, really. I mean, I knew I was in trouble. I mean, it was the gleam she had in her eyes as she was just hawking me down at that table, and I just got up, and the cameras were everywhere, and just kept on trying to walk. I wanted to leave the situation. I didn't want the embarrassment. I didn't want any of that, and I just snapped. If I would have eliminated, drinking that night, none of that would have happened.
What the f is this? What is this? What is this?
What is what?
Can I talk to you for a minute?
Bitch! What is this?
What is what?
What is this?
I'm playing poker. What are you talking about?
Oh, where's that bitch that was hanging all over you? You,
Big, man.
you bitch! I'm gonna kill you!
Hey, why are you tripping? As far as Lucky goes, I mean, she didn't really have that much to offer me that my girl didn't. I mean, I was just going through problems at the house. We just kept on fighting, and problems of me cheating and stuff like that, and we were fighting at home, and so I just went over there and started rapping to her, and I don't know, we just kind of hit it off, but it was just smoke and mirrors, really. I mean, I knew there was nothing further than just me just going over there and having a little good time.
What is she mad for? Putting her finger up in my face.
Sweetie, hey, hold on. Hey.
Let me get at her! Let me get at her!
Look.
I'ma f you up! Oh, hell, you not! Bet you not!
I bet
Be up then, bitch! Be up then, bitch! Be up, bitch!
Get the heck
That's what I'm looking at. Go home, bitch! You got me up, ho! What?
Oh.
What? What?
Let it go.
What, bitch? What, bitch? Yeah, bitch! Put this on TV, ho! Put this on TV, ho!
Since the confrontation, no, I haven't talking to Lucky. I haven't even gone, to that club at all, or any club for that matter. I am, trying to make things work with my girl and the kids, because, I mean, that's my family. That's my whole life. I really do love my girl, and, it hurts me that I've hurt her so much. I let her have access to my Facebook, whatever. I mean, whatever she needs, just to know that I'm not trying to, be sneaky and have somebody on the side. And she is all I need.
Immediately following the confrontation, Lizet O'Reilly terminates all relations with her previous boyfriend. Lizet explains to Cheaters, "After all the time and energy I spent on him, I've come to the conclusion that I need to focus on me. Just need to do me now." Lizet and the suspect no longer see each other. The suspect, Nick, comes clean to Cheaters' producers about the situation. Blankly he states, "I don't know what I was doing. I like Lizet. We were dating. but have always been in love with Stella. I've known that girl for a quarter century. Stella, I'm going to marry that girl. Companion Stella allows this, and although she still sees the suspect, their marriage plans have been currently put on hold.
Now remember, if you don't get your programming from Goldstein's, why, we'll both lose money.